I cannot believe this place exists. And honestly, before planning this trip, I didn't know much about it either. And it rains all through the year.
Like most people, when they hear about the north, they just think desert, heat. But from March, it begins to rain all the way to November.
Strange stories, strange places.
One man was provoked and he turned to that rock.
As far as all my travels have been around Nigeria, and I can tell you for a fact, this is maybe top 2, if not even like the best view I've ever seen in Nigeria here.
This is Taraba State, one of Nigeria's largest states, yet somehow one of its least visited. A place hardly spoken about that some Nigerians jokingly say it's not even real.
These are the 5 states that doesn't exist in Nigeria. Number 1 is Taraba.
Upon everything wey dey happen for this country, I never see where Taraba person complain or talk.
But that is why we are making this video today, to show you Taraba State, a place I believe is one of the most beautiful places in Nigeria.
I mean, this is probably the most beautiful state I've been to in Nigeria. I don't think these guys know what they have compared to people that live in Lagos like myself.
Nigeria is made up of 36 states. Growing up, it always seemed that there were borders in between these states. But I genuinely believe that Nigeria is much more connected than what it seems. And that is one of the reasons I started this channel, to travel and take you guys along with me as we discover Africa and discover Nigeria. Our journey starts in Lagos. And getting to Taraba isn't exactly straightforward. There is no direct flight from Lagos, so we have to first fly from Lagos to Abuja before booking another separate flight to Jalingo, the capital of Taraba.
We're traveling to one of Nigeria's least most traveled states, so they only travel to this place actually like 4 times a month, and it's only one airline, which is Overland Airways. So we have our ticket here. Okay, so first thing is we'll be here for almost an hour. We're still waiting for our boxes. I don't know, this is how you welcome to Taraba State, but I mean, it's crazy.
Everybody here is waiting for their boxes.
After a very, very long time, finally in Taraba. This is my first time home.
Welcome to Taraba. Here is the nature's gift of the country. Feel relaxed for now, everywhere is secure. So, but we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Everywhere is secure.
When you search Taraba online, what you see is a lot of bad news, theft and violence. And you will almost think that that is all that happens here in Taraba. I'm a firm believer that we as Africans need to tell our own stories more. And that is why I am taking this trip to show you all that Taraba has to offer.
Okay, so first thing I'll say is we're surrounded by a lot of mountains. So you look to your left, your right, I mean there's like a lot of mountains. So yeah. Okay, you don't climb any of those mountains before?
Yes, Jalingo itself is surrounded by a mountain. What it means is that this is just the entrance to Jalingo.
Yeah.
Where you can come in without any mountain.
Wow.
The exit is when you are going to Yola. So apart from that, so if you go towards the eastern part of it, you cannot come out because it's surrounded by
a mountain.
Stepping out of the airport, immediately the air here feels different from where I am coming from, Lagos. The landscape, the greenery, This is not what most people would picture northern Nigeria to be. Taraba is different. Covering more than 56,000 square kilometers, it's one of the largest states in Nigeria and is also called nature's gift to the nation.
So we are in the beautiful city of Taraba, and we're here with Bayo.
Hi.
This is Olobo. No, he's already sleeping now. That he's sleeping, and that's our wonderful chairman. We just met him today as well. So Mr. Sam, and yes, sorry. So guys, one thing is, Mr. Sam here has been to 32 out of 36 states, and he not only been there, he has actually like he has traveled through almost every state, so he knows almost everywhere. Like we're just about like Cross River, Agoki, Kano, he knows all of them. That's crazy. One thing about Jalingo is their roads are really, really nice. So this is the capital of Taraba State. I mean, I don't think these guys know what they have, man, compared to people that live in Lagos like myself. And I mean, it's crazy, man, but roads are really, really, really good. I mean, just take a beautiful look at it.
Speaking of roads, Taraba has one of the most dangerous roads here in Nigeria, and I will be visiting there later in this video.
So that structure behind me is a waterworks, a project that is being done by the state government, first of its kind here in Taraba. And one thing about Taraba is that you hardly see development like you see in other northern states like Kano and whatnot. But to be honest, I think they are in between. So there's really no like big thing I've seen so far. First impressions about Jalingo, I've spent about an hour here. It's quiet, really, really quiet. And one thing about it is that the town is really small, and the local governments that are inside the states are really, really far from each other.
I've been out of Taraba for some time, but then it's actually best in Taraba.
This is actually a very peaceful and loving place.
For my trip, my mission is simple. Travel across the state. Firstly, we will visit the capital, Jalingo. Then we will make our way to one place, the Mambila Plateau, a place I've heard people describe as the most beautiful landscape in Nigeria.
Then when you even go up to the Mambila, you have things like potatoes, tomatoes. You can even plant apples there.
We are leaving Jalingo before sunrise. I checked the map, and that's the first time it actually hit me that this journey will be for over 8 hours.
Okay, so we're here in Jalingo. And we're about to head out to Gembu.
Yeah.
Longest journey of my life, to be honest. I think by road.
Yeah.
Okay, one of the longest, not longest actually, but one of the longest in Nigeria. It's gonna be around 8 to 9 hours. So this is our car here. As you can see, let me show you guys something. Okay, this is a Cameroonian plate number, Abi? No, this is the one under. For Cotonou. Yeah. So you drove from Cotonou to Jalingo. Yeah, one thing you might notice is that a lot of us are wearing sweaters. Not because we're trying to act cool, but it's actually cold. So at some point, I'm going to actually do this when we get to like the colder part of the region. But now it's fairly okay. And no, you average Nigeria. So this is Mohammed that is going to be taking us to Gembu. How many times you don't go Gembu?
Me?
Yeah.
It's plenty.
So you know the road very, very well?
I know the road very well. It's my road.
Okay, nice. So some people were saying that this is like the most dangerous road in Nigeria in terms of the terrain.
Yeah, it's true.
It's true.
It's
It's very rough and it's hard to drive.
It's very road. It's very bad road.
Okay.
But I know the road very well.
Okay, so we're safe, Abi?
No, man. No
Okay,
problem.
no, nice one.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you.
One of the first major stops was the Dutse Fula, a giant rock formation that looks like a mountain wearing a cap. Hence the name Dutse Fula, which means the mountain with a cap.
Okay, so it's called like the rock with a cap. Exactly. So is there anything special about this place?
Well, the locals use it as a landmark because from afar the rock has this very funny protrusion. So they interpreted it to be like the rock that has a cap on its head. So they started to call it Dus Mevula as a reference point. So even the town is named after because the town is called Mevula.
Oh, okay. So the town is called the Cap. So when you're driving here, you just see like this really nice rock.
What makes this famous is the unusual shape and the fact that if you are traveling from Jalingo to Mambila, you will come across this mountain. And as if that wasn't impressive enough, we saw monkeys that live directly on top of the mountain. Looks like something out of Lion King. And this is only the beginning. The deeper we travel into Taraba, the more I realize how big and untouched Nigeria truly is. Halfway into our 8-hour trip, we arrived at somewhere called Bali.
We are currently in Bali, not Bali in Indonesia. This is Bali in Taraba State.
And strangely enough, it shares something with its famous namesake. The natural beauty, the rivers, the green landscapes, and the calmness that is just hard to explain, although it is not as developed. Taraba is home to some of the richest wildlife habitats in Nigeria. Elephants, chimpanzees, leopards, buffaloes, hundreds of bird species. A lot of these animals move freely between Nigeria and the neighboring country Cameroon, which makes sense because Taraba shares a very long, unfenced border with Cameroon.
So we are refueling the car again. This is the second time we're refueling the car, and it's going to be the last time before we get to Gembu.
As beautiful as the scenery of Taraba State is, there is one place I am particularly excited about: Gashaka-Gumti National Park. Nigeria's largest national park, a wilderness covering more than 6,000 square kilometers. A place so vast that it contains rivers, mountains, and some of the country's most important wildlife population. It is also home to Chapawadi, the highest point in Nigeria, sitting at 2,419 meters above sea level. Unfortunately, there is one problem. As we have arrived now, the park is closed, and after traveling all the way, sadly, we can't explore it properly. They've said they will only show us parts of the facility, and we will also learn about the wildlife found here. But visiting the park itself would require prior engagement.
We are here with Faith. Faith is a ranger here in Taraba State in the Gashaka-Gumti Park. So, how long have you been a ranger for?
I would say 2 years and 10 months.
Coincidentally, today is actually World Rangers Day, and we just stumbled into hand. Today is World Rangers Day, so happy World Rangers Day.
I remember telling my mom once that it rains like 9 months in a year, and
Wow.
she was shocked. Like most people, when they hear about the north, they just think, oh, desert, heat, and maybe lack of rain.
The park is the biggest in the country. Okay, one of the unique features of the park is that it has human settlements in certain parts. Such human settlements are called enclaves.
In many countries, a national park with such diverse wildlife would attract visitors from around the world, which will help generate revenue for the park, and then that money will be used to run the park and also cater for the animals. After a disappointing visit to the park, we are back on the road, and that's when my journey really became interesting.
Okay, so this point is the beginning of the climb to the Mambila Plateau. I was actually thinking that we're there already, but how many hours do we have left?
We have like 3.5 hours left
Gee, so we're going to be climbing for 3.5 hours.
before we get to Gembu.
Wow, crazy, man.
And that's still not like.
And this is the
end.
this is the only entrance, only exit.
Yes, this is the only entrance.
So if anything happens on the road now, if trailers should fall.
Well, nothing will happen.
No, nothing will happen. But if sharp, but that means we're stuck. Like we can't go out or anything.
Exactly. There's just one way in,
Wow.
and one way out. Yeah.
That's
And
crazy,
this
man.
place.
The climb towards Mambila Plateau has begun. The higher we drive, the colder the weather becomes.
It's actually so cold that I actually have to put on my sweater. Like it's very cold.
And suddenly, it feels like we have left Nigeria altogether. I've traveled across many states in Nigeria, but this one, Taraba, is not like anyone I've traveled to. Mambila Plateau is the highest plateau in the country, sitting at an average elevation of over 1,600 meters above sea level. And because of this, the climate feels completely different, the air is cool, and it is so serene. Multiple green hills, mist-covered mountains, and landscapes that seem to go on forever and ever. At one point, we just have to stop the car and take all this in.
We're in somewhere called Gimbo in the northeastern part. It's in Taraba State, and this is how cloudy it gets.
Careful, we're going to the car. There's a car coming, careful.
This particular spot, I genuinely believe that you would only appreciate this being here in person. The videos, I'll try as much as possible to do justice, but there's just something about the serenity and the calmness and the coolness and the fact that there is no single disturbance around us. One other thing that has caught my attention is the roads. Without question, these are some of the most scenic roads I have ever traveled on in Nigeria. Sharp bends, steep climbs, deep valleys, and every turn is another incredible view. They are beautiful, but also intimidating. One mistake here could have serious consequences. So this road is serene, but it's also very dangerous. We have finally arrived at the Mambila Plateau, and we visited the tea plantations spread across mountains, the largest tea growing region in Nigeria. This is the biggest tea farm in Nigeria. It's also a Highland tea farm. So what that means is this is located at an elevation that is really high above sea level. So you don't even need to water the plants, because like the soil here is really good, and the rain and the season are also very good as well. So what they do is that they just plant these, and after the rainy season is over, that's the season of harvest, and that's why there's really nobody here. And here, tea that you and I drink is processed and sold to other parts of the world. And honestly, if someone showed me landscapes like these without context, I would probably guess Kenya or Rwanda. Sadly, not Nigeria. But hopefully, after this video, all that will change. We visited Sijin Dam, one of the most peaceful places on the plateau. It's a water reservoir that supplies water for the majority of the Mambila Plateau area. It's a dam surrounded by green hills and open skies.
As far as all my travels have been around Nigeria and everything, I can tell you for a fact this is maybe top 2, if not even like the best view I've ever seen in Nigeria here. Okay. So I think one thing in Nigeria is that there's a lot of potential that we are not even making use of. I mean, if this was like in Switzerland, for instance, like in the Swiss Alps, you see like houses on the hills and stuff, people living here. Or with the underdevelopment and also coupled with the insecurity issues that we've had in Nigeria as a whole, I mean, it's sad that these things don't happen. So yeah. I heard one of the bike guys talking, right? So they wanted to show us something that I don't necessarily believe, but it looks and sounds true at the same time.
Rock was not there completely, but as a result of one man was provoked and he turned to that rock. That is what we was told by elders of this area.
Okay, so that rock there is because somebody was fighting and the person turned to a rock.
Yeah.
If you guys don't hear back from me, or just come to this place that has 3 rocks. I don't turn to 1 rock now. Then this devil here will turn to another rock on top of it. Then Olobo. This one a rock you go turn, or maybe see this one for you now.
No, my own go be massive rock. My own turn rock, it go be mountain.
We've heard about a lot of stories like this all across Africa. Take for instance Zuma Rock, which is located between Abuja and Niger. It is said that there is a face that is currently on the rock. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys believe this is true? In the comments.
And we just got back to the hotel. But for now, really exhausted, really tired. I need to go and rest.
And then we will continue searching for waterfalls hidden throughout the region.
Sorry, this is how we had to actually come to the other side of this land, as in to cross the river Donga. Crazy scenes, man. Would I do this again? Never. Do I have to? Yes, I have to do it one more time. So as I was going back to where we were sleeping tonight. But yeah, that's how it is. I never thought I was actually going to do this. Yeah, it's just like a 2-minute ride over water. One of my goals for this trip was to travel to, as many waterfalls as possible, but we're limited with time. So this is our second waterfall here, and come take a look how beautiful this place really is.
Speaking of waterfalls, one thing to also note is that Taraba State in its own has more waterfalls than the rest of Nigeria combined.
We are at the second location for the waterfalls, and there are actually 3 waterfalls located in this particular location.
Most of the waterfalls here don't even have names. Roads leading into villages you've never heard of.
Yeah.
What do you think about the waterfall so far?
The waterfall, awesome waterfall. The sound is calming, but the journey here is bumpy.
Is it worth it?
Well, it's worth it, man. It's worth it to see something as beautiful as this, natural, not man-made. I'll recommend it anytime for you, but not for me.
I think the problem of Taraba State is not that it's not beautiful. This is probably the most beautiful state I've been to in Nigeria, hands down. As in, I'll say that and beat my chest. The main problem we have in Nigeria is accessibility to all these places. Before you say you want to travel here, you should at least sacrifice at least 2 days alone just to travel and to be moving on the road. It's something crazy.
And by the end of the trip, one thing kept returning to my mind. Taraba has everything: wildlife, mountains, waterfalls, culture, agriculture, adventure, and some of the most breathtaking landscapes in Nigeria. But sadly, it needs more infrastructure to complement it. And that is one of the reasons people hardly visit this place. In all honesty, this trip to Taraba feels unfinished, because in other countries, traveling to beautiful landscapes or places that have beautiful landscapes, there is always infrastructure to support, like resorts, fancy hotels. Like here, I can't even think of going to relax, or even if I want to take ice cream.
By my man Olobs, Ni was here. Oh, please don't match my sign. Thank you. Nice. We are currently on one of the most dangerous roads in Nigeria. This is the Mambila Plateau, and I just did what nobody should ever do. We actually traveled all the way at night. A very lonely road. You can see just one car passing now, and I think he's alerting where you can pass. That's Korokwe. Well done. This is 5 a.m. It's 4:56, and at 4:56 a.m. on the road, there are no street lights. It's really dark. One thing that is also peculiar is that there are actually animals on the road, so you have to be careful. So you can be driving and just like a huge cow or a huge goat, and the driver said that they are doing road safety. And I'll tell you for a fact now that this is the most dangerous road in Nigeria. So imagine going through a bend like this up to 50 times. Like, you have to be really good at driving, and you have to even know the road, because sometimes you can't even see where you are going. It's crazy. Just come and take a look here. It's very, very beautiful when it comes to the scenery, but it's dangerous when it comes to the driving. This is the car that we're using. We've already gone up, and now we are making the descent from the plateau into Jalingo town, and this is going to take us around, let's say, 2 more hours to be going around and be bending around. It's crazy. Dangerous. Am I excited? No. Do I want to go home? Yes. So it's crazy, Sha.
Yeah.
How many times you don't go this road? You pass 100?
Yeah, it passed. Uncountable.
Uncountable?
Yeah.
I mean, what's the speedometer of your car is showing? I think you've done like 600,000 miles on this car alone.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
From where I'm standing, you can see the other side where the eucalyptus are, just in front of the eucalyptus tree.
So it's just here like this?
Yes.
So you fell down, wham, all the way to the waterfall?
Down to the waterfall, and there are rocks on the riverside down where the cement landed and all of the cement scattered and poured inside the water.
Oh.
But the Lord delivered me.
Taraba State is somewhere that I believe I will travel for the second time to document more, and hopefully there will be more infrastructure then, and who knows. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and please share the video to support the channel. Thank you so much, and see you guys in the next video.